AD alert, we will pausing.
Alexa A1 on. Hey, how's it going? It's Friday. It's pretty good. Happy Friday, guys. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is well. Today, hello, Mauricio Marin. Going with that. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Today, we're going to continue trying to figure out how the hell to actually get the character into Unreal. And make it look not terrible. I'm starting to get the feeling that what I need to do is not just a redesign. Well, redesign, yeah, I was going to want to do that anyway, now that I've seen it. But a full style change in how it, I think we need to go even more like completely stylized for the characters. Like a stylized, because I was already thinking of stylized, like slightly stylized proportions and stuff. But I think we need to go like full stylized. Like, I mean, I don't know. Overwatch is the stylized one that everyone kind of knows, right? You know, maybe not literally Overwatch, Valorant, right? Like that, like full stylized look. And I'm thinking the character might need to be that for it to then also translate well into the 3D side. We're gonna see how it is to getting this one in. But if we run into any issues and it's just not working, like once it's like anime and stuff, I might look into that. The only thing is I would love to be able to, I don't know if there's any way for me to like, I would want to get like a stylized character of some kind for testing first. And I think there is one. I think there is one, but there's a guy stylized character that I have from one of the free for the month stuff, or I guess 2 weeks. I don't know. I need to find like a Valorant character or something, and try with that potentially. Because if the current setup doesn't work. It looked fine, right? It looked fine as a still, but now that it's in motion, that's where it's falling apart. So I want to see it in motion potentially from that kind of character, and maybe that's the solution. It would have meant that I wasted a lot of time and money if I had to redo it all from scratch, but I was already redesigning the character, so like it's, technically speaking, I already lost the money. But you know, live and learn. That's why we're doing all the tests and figuring things out. That's why I keep saying it's a prototype still, because I don't know how things are supposed to work yet. So, but yeah, the plan for today is to go with a Blender route. I already got the character in Blender. So the plan is to try rendering out of Blender, bring that character in, see how it compares to the Unreal one, because in Blender we can do full unlit properly and have the normal maps properly. So from Unreal, it seems like the world normal stuff wasn't working properly when it was set to all to unlit. So it's annoying, but that's where we are. That's where we are. So a little bit concerning, but old school way it is to try and go with. Also, I've been trying to figure out if I want to change the freaking layout, but I haven't figured out how to do the layout of the stream, because I always block something, and I don't know if there's a way, like in a sense, like I wish I had a green screen. Because if I had a green screen, this would be so much better. But green screen, like a large scale green screen, is just, it would be a pain in the ass. Because like right, and my couch is right there. Like right here is my walking treadmill, so it's not like I can just put it up and just leave it. So like it's not really in the cards, and the like auto cutout stuff is too expensive, like, while also doing Unreal and stuff. So nothing simple. Nothing simple is what I'm getting at. But it's all on my mind. So here we're gonna be doing 6. So 0 to 56, I guess here. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Yes, I think it's this. Now if I play, yeah, it's a loop. Okay. Hey, Gillies, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Jiggle physics. In Unreal, for whatever reason, she does have it. The character artist really wanted to put those in. It doesn't look that great, I'll be honest, in Unreal with them, but that's not the problem, so. Here she doesn't. Here she doesn't. Okay, so if I take a look here, we're going to figure out a few things, including like resolution. Also, why, you're the button. So here she's on the floor. Oh, she is on the floor. Just it's such a the gray is just such a close color to the grid as zoomed out that I thought she wasn't on the floor. Okay, we're fine. Fine. We can probably get away with this, and then on the camera we do these. And then it was 2.2, right? So this should be 1.1. Yeah. Ooh, the eye. The eye just Really? That's the one downside to this, huh? The eye just becomes a white dot in this frame. Here it's fine. I mean, like it can be. I don't know what resolution we're gonna go with, but we can try this. It's odd that that's missing one, but again, not gonna question it too much. Oh, I see why, because it's a peel type thing. Should we just go with this and just try it out? I say we just try it out. The problem, the animation problem is not going to go away, right? We just need to know if the sprite starts looking more like what we want. So, oh, this is like super old. Let me just change the place of that. And then we have to change all of these to the other one. Yay, I love that so much. Okay. Looks good. Save. We might have a little bit of frame drops. I don't recall if this caused frame drops. Doesn't seem like it does. Look at that. Look at it go. Not even frame drops, unlike with Unreal. See, it's much better. That's already done. And then we change this to you. And then select you and go, and it's gonna be done in just a moment. 3, 2, oh, not even. And now we have everything running around, and it's so much nicer too. Honestly, the Blender workflow might still be the way to go. Might still be the way to go, but we're gonna, test it, try it out. Just gonna name these. Yeah. I wonder, is there a way for me to add it as a layer? Ooh, that speeds things up. That speeds things up. Okay. Let's give this a whirl. I mean, it speeds it up somewhat. Because I don't have to do this part twice. She's got a little cut. Whatever. For the test, it's fine. It's fine for the test. Okay. So now we do one of these. I'm putting both of these. We're splitting by tags. That lines up. I don't like how this is now. I like the previous way. I like the previous way where it opened it right away. So is it in the right place now? Hold on. Yes, I guess it is. This ... I guess is doing the right thing. Let's find out. Support. Yep, it's in the right place. Okay. And then we just do this. Export. Okay. And let's launch Unreal. I really should archive a lot of these projects and get rid of them locally. I don't need them locally anymore. I should take my character and just pose her in like draw me like your French girls and use that as the as the image. She's like like one of those. I mean, I don't need to pose her. I just probably put her into an AI thing, be like, pose her, make her look like one of those French girls. You know, I'm tempted to try that. Come on. I wonder why this is slightly bigger than the other one. Guess it doesn't really matter that much right now. All right, this is the old one. Let's see if it's in. Yep. Let's plug this back here for testing, and this for testing. Yeah, this one was the one that I saw before, right? And like looking at this, it seems fine. But looking at it in motion, it's a different story, right? Because we get this. And it just doesn't look great. All right, so this is what we're comparing against. This is what we're comparing against. Okay, so I don't know what this one is. Where is this being used? Two references? I mean, it's all delete later. Let's just make a new folder. It's going to be run Blender. Bottom center, and I'm gonna leave the pixels per unit, I think, for now. Let me see how big this is, because I think that's the one oh, she's a little big. 0.3? And then we flip the green channel. I don't recall it being transparent here. Yeah, all my characters are 2D. Then let's go ahead and assign. We'll assign the idle test one. Why is idle test not? Oh. I guess this. I didn't save this part. Okay, well, we can test both then. Good. Okay, let's see. That is the old one. That is the new. Why does she look so? Why is she so much smaller? Hold on. Did I get the sizing wrong? I want to make sure that the size is the same, so that way it's a fair comparison. Oh yeah, it's slightly smaller here. Let's adjust so it's fair comparison. We'll say around there. And then actually I'm going to check against the player. Uh, 10, negative. Right, that's about this right same size. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. So that's interesting. So it's definitely a lot better here. By a lot, right? This compared to that, it removes all the shadowing from her, which is what I want actually. Well, that's the interesting thing is. Let's do these just for testing, make sure the lighting works. Is it working? Did I flip the green channel correctly? Seems like it's working. Seems like it's working. Yeah. Yeah, you occasionally get that hit from the light, yeah. Okay. So we have to go Blender then. Okay. What about the resolution? I don't mind the resolution. Let me put it on the on both the run and the other one. Run it. So we can actually see the new one as it's running. So this is yeah, that's a lot better, right? It's interesting how less is more here, right? Well, the animation on the cape I don't like. You do see like all the movement, and it feels like definitely needs more movement on this one. But the animation is also wrong. I'd want her to use like a different run animation. But I mean, the hair reads, right? The hair reads. The outfit reads. I guess we go Blender. We go back to using Blender. We can try doing the idle. I don't think I want to go bigger resolution either, actually. Also, that one frame of like the eye thing it's not even like a problem. Let's do an idle. Let's do an idle. Do I want to just try making a let's use like the Manny idol just to begin. I still think I might need to go full stylized because clearly as we're going, it's not going to match Unreal to that. It's not going to quite work. And it kind of would make sense considering I have a stylized world. Going full stylized might be the play. It's funny, there were two character artists I was going between. One could do stylized, one couldn't. Well, not couldn't. One had a stylized character on the real, one didn't. But I was like, yeah, I don't think I want stylized. And now here I am like, Is it a plugin thing that I need to? Hold on. Why do I have? Wait, what? Oh, hold on. I think I opened the wrong one. Files. Yeah, opened the wrong one. Get rid of that one I just opened so I don't get confused. I don't know why it's complaining about starter content. I'm not trying to import starter content. Is that a project setting a thing? Starter, no? Why is it complaining about starter content? It doesn't exist. Hey Ranger, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Why is the first thing you see when you come in the chat someone talking about jiggle physics? Why are you trying to, why is that the thing that your eyes go to? I don't think that's the problem of the chat. I think that's a you thing, right? You see what you want to see, and I think you want to see jiggle physics, so your eyes are like, ooh, jiggle physics? I think that's a you thing. Really? Why am I a sick man? You're the one who's like, oh, jiggle physics. I didn't do anything. I'm but a bystander in this. I'm gonna use this as just the body pose and put it into cascade. Theoretically, that will work. By seriously slowly implements jiggle physics to every character in the game. Funny fact, the character artist did put jiggle physics into this game. I didn't ask for it, but he did. So it'll never be seen. It'll never be used. I don't know how to make it appear. Yeah, you see it a little bit. I don't know why. Personal use only. No. So, let's put this. Put in, but here. Oh, I need to export the animation only. Not enough jiggle. Am I using a sprite for making sprite sheets? Yeah. It's quite simple with it, so I like it. I'm sure there are other ones that do the same thing, but it was cheap and it did what I wanted, so I grabbed it. I want to actually export an FBX. Let's see if this works. How'd you learn that? Trying to get into it, but your artistic ability is limited to stick figures? Learn what? I don't draw anything in A-Sprite. I just bring stuff in and export. Design characters? No, I'm not. I have no concepting of ability of any kind. No, I can't concept for shit. File, import, animation. Update, import, will work. It work. Oh god, how long is this? Oh god, it's 227 frames. Okay, either way, the main thing I wanted here was the first frame, really. Def. What was the hotkey? Shift F? No. Control F? How do I remove the keys? Wait, why can't I remove the keys? I can remove here? Oh, can I not do multiple layers at once? Is that the problem? What? Wait. Oh, there we go. Why did I do it now? Okay. Okay, so Alt F, I think, does... Wait. Okay. Okay. I got there. You know, I got there. Okay, now we can make the idol. I get paid to have original sound design in your game, or use a pack from somewhere. Depends. Do I have money in this hypothetical scenario? Did I manage to get the mega grant? Do I have money? Shift Z. Oop. Why did I just do that? What? Let's just go through and unlock a bunch of these. There we go. Okay, I think this one as well. Yep, there we go. Suno, you don't know no shit. I'm not using AI. If that's what you're implying. I'm not using any AI. No AI will be like player facing in the game. Like I'm using AI to like figure out like the concepts of stuff, but I'm not putting any AI that's player facing. And I wish I had a concept artist, but I don't have enough. I don't have money for that. Now, sound is not on sound is not on the list of things that I'm focusing on right now. Because you could have a full game with zero sound and still, be fine. Like as a prototype, obviously. Because the game's music is not the it's not the point of the game. Okay, so what do we want her to do? I guess before that, let's go ahead and just post the hair and stuff. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, so we need to now take all of you guys and up to the last frame. Good. Okay. What is it gonna do if I just told it to like just do something? Just do something. It's not gonna do anything. Why does it do a little jiggle there? Huh. Let me put these here. We only wanted the AI here. And then I don't think it's gonna do anything without any animation. Yeah, it needs. I just wanted to see what would happen. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like what's happening here. Why does it do that? I guess it doesn't matter. If we're going at what's the play rate of this actually? Frame rate 30. We could tell it to be 15, but let's just animate on 30. No, the animation was 30. All animations that come in are 30, so let's keep it on 30, and then we'll just say, so 30 means this is a 3.3333 second idle. That's fine. We could do also like a couple of shorter idles and just have it randomly pick between them, right? So let's just do 100, I guess 100 divided by 2, so like 50 frame idle, basically. I think it was fine. Yeah, show the frames. I'd rather do that. Because here's frames, I'd rather have here be frames. Okay, so let's do like one where maybe she'll look to the side. Or like turn slightly. Maybe like step this way. Little step. Why is it like breaking here? Why is it just break? Essentially, how all the demos, of course, have the AA one be so good, and when I try it, it's like oh, so not good. Try this. Maybe? What I want to do is maybe have her like look forward and like step to the side. Why is this moving? These are the same frame. Why is there movement here? There's no movement here. This makes movement. Why does this make movement? The frames are the same. Okay, basically clamped helps. Okay, let's try... Okay, let's do a little bit of pose change. Maybe just like a slight sway. Again, just to have like some kind of movement. Try moving this over. I wish I understood this thing more and to understand why it is doing what it's doing. But I don't. Why do we have movement here? Again. Why is the leg moving? Right, you can see here, this frame and this frame does not have the foot move. Why is it moving here? Again. Why is this interpolation moving the foot? Is it linear? Yeah, linear fixes the problem. But linear doesn't look right. You don't want linear typically. This just breaks things. Oh, well, why was that global for kinematics? That's why. Oh, did I put it all on IK? Now let's try this. What is it doing? If I really move her. Will it do better? What a pose. It does better than that. So okay. So then, in that case, I'm trying to move her entire body up, but for whatever reason that just I need to use this one. I don't know what I'm doing. If it's not obvious, it should be. You know, that's not terrible. I mean, it's not terrible. I didn't say it's good, but it's not terrible.
for your sanity.
That's awesome. I computed it. I didn't fill up again. I'll be right back. I'm back. I mean, I think if she didn't like immediately turn back around, I mean, that's not terrible. What if I did smooth trajectory and physics correct and turn on everything? Ads are going anyway. Might as well try things. I mean, I'm tempted to just also set these two, all of these to be. I'll just do it. Let's see what happens. It's recalculating anyway. I need to look in the settings to increase the memory or something. Edit settings window. Max RAM usage. Instead of 6,000, have 16,000. I don't know why she like shakes. Oh, I see why she shakes now. So let's try. So let's do this, and then I'm gonna try keeping this pose for a little moment. And then maybe I'll just extend it to be a little bit longer. I mean, I guess if this is just one of the random ones, and we can remove the step thing and just do like two versions of it effectively. It's calculating. Computing. It's using up the extra RAM I told it to use. I mean, I kind of did just turn everything on. Come on! You can do it! How you guys doing? Oh, there it goes. I think we need to do one of these here. It actually works pretty well. Let's try all of this on. Assuming it looks decent, then we'll export it and then bring it into Unreal, then bring it into Blender, and then render it out. Weird workflow. I need to see if there's a way. I mean, there's probably a way. I just need to figure out of bringing in an animation into Blender and assigning it to like a current rig type thing, like to override the animation. I need to look into that, because then I could be a little more streamlined, right? Because you just set it up the character once instead of potentially multiple times. The hands. I know what the hands are doing. I know the hands are flopping around. Yeah. You're not gonna read that at all, I think. When it's a sprite, so I almost feel like I don't care enough to change it. You know what? Screw it. Let's just see what happens. It's gonna. And then let's just adjust the hair a moment. What? You can't, oh, make a keyframe. Um, fix this. That's not how the hair moves. I'm pretty sure, but... Oh, oops. I meant to do this in the opposite direction. This one is the one that should be perfect. Front, and then it can kind of swing back. I think that's better. It's not good, but it's better. Oh. Yeah, let's fix that one though. Where is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. Here as well. Gotta fix the penetration. Can't have that. Is the hair just bop up this frame? Or the head? Yeah, not gonna notice it in the sprite, so I guess it's fine. Hands are funny. We'll see. Well, let's just try this. Let's just see what. Really, this is just a test to see if it's gonna even look fine in the end. Animation. Up axis Z. Hey, Sir Ronald, come in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh yes, I don't want Z. Why? Okay. Sure. I mean, that works, right? Um, so now we can do. Hold on, let me go back to Blender. Where is the? Yeah, this. Let me see if we can find out if there's a way of doing this to swap the animation. In Blender, I imported a character with an animation. Is there an easy way for me to swap the animation for another one on another FBX? Import FBX. Disable uncheck animation. Select the newly imported armature. Dope Sheet Action Editor. Switch the editor type to Dope Sheet Action Editor. Select the original armature. Yeah, this is one of those that I'm going to need to have a video for. I'm pretty sure. Okay, fine. Wait, did I? I didn't. Did I not export this? Or did I I might have overwritten the Cascador one. Just in case, I'll re-export it. I don't really care about saving this because it's just, you know, but. So we can do now on this one. Just delete you. Hide you. We have this. And I just need to select this and swap you out for all of the materials. Oh, and also, you, whatever you are, go away. To walk through. Wait, what? Why did he say that? Oh, no, that's the bones and display or rig, whatever it is, skeleton. I don't know why she just why it looks like that. There we go. I don't test. Let's try to save that. I deleted. I hid this part. I deleted the other skeleton that was there. So yeah, we now have this. So we have this. We can try. Let's just see what it looks like, right? Your character's skeleton is actually 200 feet tall, but your mesh is a foot tall. What? Somehow it works? That's how it had to be for those Pokemon from Blender? I feel like it didn't have to be. But I guess as long as it works for you. I don't know why the body is deformed like this, but again, it doesn't matter for this test. Let's just save it out here. I'm glad it doesn't like just completely freeze my computer when I do this. I'll be honest. I like it when Unreal renders. It's also faster than Unreal. I mean, it's a different resolution to be fair. If it wasn't a default side skeleton when importing, animation would break. But if you changed it in Blender, the mesh would break. So you gave up and settled. Fair enough. You know? Fair enough. Back here we go. So if I drag it onto here, I'll put this layer, yeah. And now we can do both at once. Ah, it's 51. That's a 51. Damn it. Whatever. It's fine. This is just for a test. I don't care about the actual animation stuff. I just wanted to have some kind of movement. So that way we can see it as it moves in an idle and in a running. What is this? Don't. Let's do this. I don't like this change. I do not like this change. Why does it say a sprite? There you go. That was odd. Okay, so this all lines up good. Export, and then we do other one. Export. And now let's bring it in, into the other project. Sure, I'll save you. Back over we go. And then we get to see, is it gonna work? The moving one out of Blender seemed promising. But promising doesn't mean anything. Green channel. Okay, and now let's see how this works. If it will look decent at all. I'm genuinely concerned. Again, we ignore the quality of the animation. This is more so just the look of it. Oh, hold on. Run, go back to the run test one. Thank you. Very good. You don't like the little weird hand stuff. You don't notice anything. I mean, you do see that like she does this. Like if I look at it, I do see it. So like I guess if you concentrate on it, you will see it. But oh, hold on. I don't think the we didn't update this to use the proper one. This is still using the we need to use the Blender one. Hey, Revolution Music, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oops, you're using your other account. Oh, are you a Revolution Art? I think this is a lot better than it was before. Again, animation, I think, needs work. But... And then we have this. Just don't mind this. I think animations need work. But at least, like, render-wise, or, like, visual-wise, the Blender one works a lot better. She can just throw, yeah. That was actually one of the weapons that I was thinking about doing originally, is having it be able to do, like, transform into enemies you kill. Because it's sprite based and I have a different animation that plays when you attack anyway, I was like, I could theoretically have it do an enemy attack when you attack. And maybe that's still something I'm gonna do later on. Right? Because all I would need to do is like record like an enemy, and then whatever enemy that is, you know, is the one whose attack you do, I think. Let's take a look now in the hub. Why does she look like she's floating far more than Manny did? Well, she's on the ground. I mean, I guess she's on the ground, relative speaking. I guess I'm just noticing it more because I'm looking for it. Can we change the lighting angle for this test? This won't work, right? Yeah, that's too thin. We need to do like... It's just... The lighting angle part is just... There's no good one. That's why I have it backlit. Yeah, so when it's not backlit, it actually reads a lot better. Do we try to go lower res? Is the resolution fine? Something about it doesn't work for me, and I can't put my finger on it. It could be that I'm just used to seeing Manny, who is a lot thicker, right? Like proportionally thicker. He's a thick boy with 3 C's. So maybe that's just the problem? I can't do this way, because then I see no shadows almost. Like most of the... I see some shadows on this stuff, but I guess... that's okay. I guess if I did like a 15-degree rotation, maybe. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Partially the issue, yeah. Being so used to Manny, I do think she looks pretty good though. Yeah, I think I need to also remember that the animation. Well, I do not. I think maybe the animation is the one that's killing it right now for me, and not so much the visual aspect of it. So, because that is something I mentioned, right? The animation is going to look bad right now on her. I wonder if there's any way from maybe I need to do like a decal on the ground to basically like darken like this spot here. I wonder if that would help. There is already the shadow, yes, but yeah, I think this is better than what it was, right? The alternative being the old Manny character. I need to definitely work on the animations for her, because the animations, one, the speed doesn't work for the animation, and there are some other things I want to adjust. But yeah, I think we can go ahead and swap out the entire character for this, at least for the time being, as our new main character. Swap some Manny for the one post. It's funny. The thing that I don't like about this is the fact that it's actually so wide here. Okay. Okay. In that case, are decals expensive? Or are you using decals at level? Decals are not expensive. People say decals are expensive, but they're cheaper than meshes. Because it does, right? Because it's basically just a material cost instead of a material cost and a mesh cost. And if you just reuse it, then it's not extra texture memory. So I find decals cheap. But people say they're expensive for whatever reason. I've had environments that have thousands, literally like 5 plus, 10 plus thousand decals with basically no performance cost. It wasn't in a game, but it was still, we're checking it for the virtual production wall, because that performance there still matters. So I don't know why people say decals are expensive. It might depend on some things. Okay. Yeah, but looking at the character and the workflow, I wonder if, especially like looking at the hair, by the way, makes me really feel like it needs to do the like stylized character look. Because I think that if the hair was all like, not literally like this, but right, had more stylized character, I think it would read better. Like something like this, I think would read better. And it would look better in Unreal as well. Because right now we're forced to use effectively forced to use Blender for this, right? It also would allow us to get away with like interesting proportions. I want to see something, because I've been playing around with a new concept, right, for the character. I'm gonna ask, can you change the style to be Valorant character? I mean, it's just I'm only using Valorant just because I think it's a good example of like the like painted, stylized look. Decals can be expensive because often they have a lot of unused alpha, causing overdraw, especially if you scale decals up a lot. We also need a lot for the performance to impact. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is you need a lot for performance to impact. You didn't do anything to the character. You just changed the proportions. Just gonna show this. It pretty much didn't do anything. I think it just added some flames. I asked it to be change the art style to be like a change the art style to be like a Valorant character. Because it basically didn't do anything. I just want to see what the character would look like theoretically, if it, in a more stylized view. So here's the exact same character, but with a Valorant logo behind it. No, I'm actually using Grok right now. You know what? GPT. GPT has good conversion, doesn't it? I remember we were using it. Well, not we. It was being used for that for a while. Let's try ChatGPT. Can you change the style of this character to a stylized Valorant? I'm not even gonna question it. Just tell it. Change. There we go. Grok I found was I wasn't actually, I mean, I haven't tried ChatGPT for like modifications of images. I mean, look. I feel like the stylized thing. I wasn't touching it. Why did? Why did he just close it? It has changed some of the design, but I mean, I don't hate the changes to the design, honestly. I also like the fact that it made this asymmetrical. If you input your character and the character you're aiming for, you get a closer result. I don't know. I don't play games that have the stylized characters. Uh, let's. Found an image. Let's try this. Let's try this. Why don't you put them both? We try putting in both. You can say this and then this. Change the character in the first image to be in the style of the second image. Let's see if it does it. It's pretty close. It's pretty close in terms of what it did. Either way, I feel like this is far more like painterly than what it did. But I think either way, I think like this is too cartoony, but even then, I think it would be fine. If it was this, I'm going to choose a new chat before, because it keeps pulling the previous image like it does now. It's our first chat. Make the character in the first image in the style of the second image. I guess I don't really care about it being temporary chat. But I probably want to keep that. Okay, it's done the same thing. It's now put more effects around the character, but either way, it's effectively doing the same thing. Was the previous one a temporary chat? It's real. No. I mean, it did kind of do the right thing. Hold on, let me see if I can find a better picture. I just always say it. Make it stylized like a Valorant character. Like a sure. Let's just try it. Again, I'm not looking for exact. I'm just trying to get the idea. I don't have like, oh, it needs to look like this character kind of thing. The only reason I even used Valorant as an example is just because I know it's a recent game. Okay, it's not doing anything. It's literally did nothing. It's like, oh, it's already Valorant style. Okay, well, either way. Either way, I guess it just angled the character. It's like changed the. It's just tweaked a little bit of a. What was the point of this? Okay. Okay. I guess the thing that I have to figure out now is a couple of things. One, do we do the... I almost feel like maybe there's no point of doing the transition to the new main character if I'm going to change it to this degree. On the other hand, there's not that many I mean, there's a good amount of animations. Because if I'm just thinking, like, if I take the time, like, it'll take me, like, several weeks, a month, I don't know, to go through every single animation, convert it. We can use it in the meantime, yes. Like, after that, for a while. But then we'll have to replace it all, right? Potentially in a different workflow. Hold on. Change the style to be like Hades 2. Just want to say. Convert to pixel art and see if it's actually worth it. Well, what I need to find is a stylized character. I need to find a stylized character on Fab or something that I can use for testing this. That's all I really need. You've reached your image creation limit. I mean, that looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty cool. I think the design is a lot better here, of course. I prefer this with this being asymmetrical. Yeah. The main thing here, right, is it is effectively hand painted, stylized. This is probably the closest to like what I'd want. Okay. the eyes are creepy as hell here because it's all unlit. I don't know why there's a white outline on there. Do not question the creepiness of that. Don't look into her eyes. Let's see. Actually, let's do Fab. Stylized character. Free. Anything? Perfect. Oh, there we go. That's a great. Oh, here we go. Hold on. That's not a bad test. Right, because this is really stylized. Like more, I think more kind of right what the result theoretically could be. I don't know if there's a better one though. What in the world is this? What in the world? Silas comic shader pack. It's just a shader pack. What abomination is that creature? The poor creature. Let's look at that. Is this a UDK? Or is this supposed to say UDK? Oh, I probably should specify 3D. 3D characters and creatures. Humans. Okay, do not specify humans. Because why does this go away? Look, it went away. That is a human. Why does it go away when it's like humans? Wait,
Here come the ads nobody asked for. Pausing like a decent human.
It's none of them. This is none of them. This is actually would this be more the style that that I need to check? Is this closer? We'll wait for that. I should have done this before I ever started the character. I do realize this, by the way. Now. But, you know, hindsight is 20/20 and all that. Oh, I need to also update the credits for the game. To still include the character artist that has worked on it so far. Before I forget. I'll do after that. Yeah, I want to say this is more accurate too. Maybe? It's so hard to say. Ads are almost done. All right. Let me just real quick go to, because I'm gonna forget otherwise. I don't want to forget. Is game UI. Is under custom setup. Silence credits. I don't remember how this is formatted. Where do I specify what? Oh, there's the image brush. Oh no, that's... Wait. Don't save the hub. These. Play. Credits. Okay, we get this. Then we have the scrolling one. Okay. Then we have the dumb. Okay, where do I put the dum-dums in? Where did I do that? Oh, here we go. Found it. Okay. So now I can actually put in something more serious. Character artists. Yeah. Save. Let's look. Wait. I press. I read skip and I thought speed up. Character artist. There you go. Although I don't. We need to change that as well. Freelancers, I guess we'll call the category. Character artists. There you go. Cool. I also found that it's pronounced sales, not sales. Okay. But let's try grabbing this. This is a full character, right? Hold on. Double check. Rigged parts. Compatible with Unreal's Mannequin Simple. 5.3, so probably Unreal 5 Mannequin. Theoretically, we should be fine. Let's take a look. Let's close this. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and save. I love how it doesn't come up. Well, come on, Bab. You can do it. Come on. How you guys doing? Oh, there he is. Let's add it to the my conversion project. Why not? There it is. Skeletons. Nope. Vicious. So do I okay, can I, is there a pre-made one? Oh, there's nothing pre-made? Really? God damn it. I don't want to. I mean, okay, this is just full low poly. This is not even like textured. So maybe not the best test anyway. Okay, yeah, this is all full low poly. Okay, fine. Just don't use this. Get rid of it. I thought it was, like, looking at this, I thought it might be low poly, but it looked like it also had, like, hand-painted stuff. Like, But I guess maybe they have their polys actually in those shapes to make those right, like all of this. I thought that was like painted, but I guess it is just materials and polys, which makes sense, I guess. So we can still try this. Yeah, it's still not the best. This is the best I got. But it's not the right style still, right? What, you know what we could try? Why don't we just take a screenshot of a character and just convert the image? Why do we need the 3D character? Let's go full 2D. Yeah, let's do that. Hey, Flick, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm going to get the game model. There we go. We could just use this. And to test it. What? We don't need to do the 3D thing. Isn't that simpler? Why didn't I just do that? You I'll say 100 by 100 just for convenience. Can I just drag this in? I can. Okay, we don't want mid maps. There we go. You have a ton of fun for a few hours creating an AI agent with codecs. You had several skills for research, planning, and writing. You also finish it off with a production supervisor skill. Cool. Double checks the work based on your reference and ask you to review it before you send it to the production. Cool. But if you're reviewing it, I guess it depends on how many mistakes it makes, right? Hello, insufferable Scotsman. Is that a pixelizing post-process you're using? No, it's not post-process. I'm actually just making pixel sprites. There's no post-process here. This is just a program I'm using to test the style. to see if how this style would look pixelized. Uh, um, hum. Let's look at the project one more time, so we can think about this. You plan to remove you reviewing it? I mean, I wouldn't, but if you trust it enough. Like, it just depends on what you're really, like, doing it in a sense. Like, how much you need to check. I saw how they did it with Dead Cells. Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah, what I'm doing. Except mine is more, a lot more. Well, I was using Manny, so if I use my attacks or dash, you can see the original character was Manny. But now we're testing the new character that I got. And it's better. But something about it doesn't work. And I'm thinking that it's because I need more stylized proportions and a stylized character. So that's where I'm trying to see how would this look potentially in as a sprite. Really wouldn't want it to be high res. I mean, I honestly feel like that reads better. So I post on saw your most recent tutorial in BCG buildings down cities. Gonna do a bit of deep dive on that once you get done with your current learning project. Nice. Enjoy. Do I do the retargeting thing? Yeah. He'll always ask you to review changes and accept them? Okay. So sprite, but with the detail of the model you had made. What are you asking exactly? As in, do I want the detail of the model that I made? Because I think that what I actually want is less... I want more detail in certain places and less detail in others. Replaced 2.5D thing. It's unreal. Pixel art aesthetics are awesome. I have not. Replaced game. Oh yeah, yeah, there's a few games that I've seen on this style. Yeah, it's a cool like side-scrolling 2D style. I've played a few games like that. Well, not a few games like that. It's honestly, to be fair, like actually reminds me of Dead Cells. Speaking of that game, I'll be honest, right? So the problems that I'm seeing here is it doesn't translate amazingly moving. And yeah, the software at that point, like, not a. Dead Cells is fantastic. It's one of the inspirations for this style for me. Well, not one of. It is the inspiration for the style of how I'm doing this in general. Is I'm doing adirectional rendering with neural maps thanks to Dead Cells. And the article that was written about it. How I'm going about doing it is different, of course. Because I think they had proprietary stuff. What about... Oh my. This is not a good comparison. I guess it'll be equal to this foot, right? So, okay, so here's what I'm looking at. This is what I want, okay? This is what I want to get out of the pixel art. And this is what we're not getting out of the pixel art. Is this, like, tonal variation. Right? There's just... We get, like, tonal variation here. And it's just not reading. Like, all that stuff. All right, if we look at here, right, it's all too samey, and it doesn't. We don't get any of that, and we couldn't do lighting. We tried the lighting method. This is the blender method, so this is full unlit. The lighting method doesn't work either because it makes it look too 3D instead of like a sprites. So I think the style of the character needs to be fully hand painted. Fully hand painted, stylized. And then I think it'd work. You're getting a massage? I'll have a good one. Enjoy your massage. I think that's what's happening. If I had to like figure out what's the difference, I'd say that is it. I'm going to try, let me just export this. Desktop, I guess. Style test. Sure, export. Do I still have a testing folder? I don't, do I? Nope. That's fine. We can have one here. There's a testing folder. Like, this is not a good exact test of this. But I mean, so a couple of things that I'm noticing now with them next to each other. I think the skin color of the one I'm using, while realistic, is the problem. This one is far paler and contrasts really nicely with the rest. This is a realistic tone, but I think the fact that it's a realistic skin tone here hurts it, in a sense. Yeah, I want to say that the stylized character, I think, is the go-to. It'll fit with the world better too. Rotate the lighting again. Like, it doesn't look bad. I want to clear this up. Like, it's not like I'm here like being like, oh man, the character artists did a bad job or anything. No. But now that it's all of these things that are just like, now that we see it in context and in motion, I feel like something about it doesn't work. And I think it's the style. It looks like a realistic character, right? Pixel art still. But everything around it is very painterly, very stylized. Okay, well, what was the decision we need to make? What is the decision we need to make? I think I might hold off on converting the character. I think I hold off on converting the character. And and then look into the next steps with the updated design. Right, with this design, which genuinely I like considerably more. I don't lie. But I mean, that's what happens, right? You try something and then you realize, oh no, something's up. We gotta change something. And then with this design, it is no longer. I mean, it's a little still like Mushoku Tensei, but at least it's no longer like that, like extremely close. Like there are still some similarities. Okay, there's still some similarities. I think I would need to change this for me to stop seeing the similarities. Again, it's different enough, but it's also very similar. But this character had to be also named Eris. Oh no. It has the little indent here. Oh god damn it. See, the pants here go in, or the shorts. And there's this little indent. It's funny, the original design, I was asking about that from the character artist, like to maybe put something like that in. Figure that out. Okay, well, if I'm gonna hold off then. This has still been very educational. If I'm gonna hold off, I'm going to probably then Monday, because it is Friday, right? Go and work on power-ups. So we'll transition to working on power-ups. And not just power-ups, but power-ups and updating the boss card shop. We'll do adding power-ups. I mean, as soon as I add one, I'll need to have a new shop. So maybe we'll do the shop first. Then the new power-ups. Yeah, maybe something like that. And we'll go from there. Seeing something in motion does change a lot, doesn't it? God damn it. It would be, in a sense, it would be so much simpler if the character was 3D in terms of it, like seeing how having it fit in, you know, like Hades does it, for example. But I still like this sprite look, and so much simpler for me as a solo dev in a sense. Yep, that's the plan, I think. A little sad, a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie, but I think that is the best direction we can do. See, he used to work with this, right? One thing I want to actually take a look at. Right, because if we look at the, like, he has an outline. If I care something else in the future, I mean, yeah, I could still use it potentially, but I mean, yeah, for something else just in general, yes. I mean, like, not in here, but for something else in general. Absolutely. It's not like that's it, we're throwing it out, can't be used anywhere. You have an outline, so we can't, you're not a great test. This is interesting how the old... These guys fit so well into this world. Right? Like the actually 2D ones fit so well. So something, I have a feeling that what needs to happen for the style is it needs to be like hand painted like style like that, where we can say, okay, this is definitely like a darker area, lighter area, and kind of like build in the shape. So by default, it will automatically look stylized. And so we get all that, like it will read like a good pixel art just from the characters like unlit or like default look. Because I think all of these, I think, work well in this world. Like in terms of like their design, it's very simple design, right? So what I can also do is entirely kill the normal map and have the shadows built into the sprites, because that's what these have. So maybe that's the thing. Like, yeah, they have shadows, but they don't have normal maps. And if I compare it to, right, you, that does have a normal map. Well, you're a bad example because it's hard to tell what you even what your shape even is. You're a better example. She also has this problem where she doesn't fully fit in, and again, I think it's the fact that am I trying? There you go. Oh, actually, I have a control. What just happened? Oh, I put it into the wrong thing. I put it into the wrong thing. I only put the normal into the opacity mask. Whoopsie. I think I have a normal flatness here. So this is like full normal strength. No normal strength. Negative normal strength. It kind of has its own look. I almost feel like maybe the solution is maybe we just try to do a... See, I can't recreate this in 3D, right? What I want is flat texture, so effectively I want unlit, but I also want a light. I can recreate it with a material. Could I? Maybe I could do it with a material? I got stuff to think about, huh? So that's like, no. What I'm thinking is to have this character, or, you know, any character really, have the look of these guys. This guy has a shadow built in. This doesn't. I was relying on the neural map. But honestly, now that I'm looking at it closely, maybe that's the problem. Is I want this with shadows built in. The other problem is the animation thing. Maybe we shouldn't be doing 15 frames a second. At least not in the same way. Oh no, I guess these are all 15 frames a second. I think the difference is the way it's animated as well. Right, this is a character that is moving fully like a full character, right? And these, right, the feet just don't move. Those pixels just stay in place. It move like the head is its own thing that bobs up and down like a pixel art character. It doesn't feel like it's like attached there specifically. Right? Same thing here. The feet are locked in place, the arms move up and down, right? There's some like actual like wobble there, but the animation's also very stylized. And I want to recreate this, I think. I think if I could get this style somehow, how though? Because that's not something easily rigged or animated, right? I would definitely need a. I mean, I was thinking I'm probably gonna need a pixel artist at some point to touch things up, but I have an animator friend. I have a friend that's an animator. I'm going to ask them if there's how he could, if that's like an animatable thing from just a rig, or it has to have like a custom kind of setup where it can't be like 3D or whatever it is. I think I'm gonna chat with my animator buddy, assuming he has free time at all to chat. It'd be good to catch up anyway. Put this back to where it was. Yeah, so I turned on the normal map and it got weird. Huh. It's been like looking at it objectively right now has been an interesting thing. No normal map. Normal map. Yeah, I think the normal map doesn't work. I think what we're just realizing is the normal map doesn't work. Because I think these characters fit well into the world, but this guy feels off. And I think it's just the style and the light shadow stuff. Yeah. So we gotta figure out how the heck to recreate full actual 2D sprite or 2D pixel art and actually make it from 3D somehow. And I think it has to do with a stylized character or stylized design first. And then we need to somehow light it and build that shadow stuff. Yeah. And go from there. Anyway. I got a lot to figure out, clearly. Now that I'm looking at everything closer. So maybe we don't do no, see, I might look into blend. I'm gonna see maybe look into Blender of how to do shadows. An unlit shadow type material thing. And then we can try that. And then kill the normal. Maybe that will get us the result we want. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed my thought process, or listening to it rather. This Sunday's video is roundabouts that people were asking for the traffic system. Damn Europeans, always want the roundabouts. So look forward to that. And then I think after that I'm gonna start figuring out and starting the process to get that like brought into the main city project and all that. It probably won't be like immediately the next videos like, okay, how do we get it like implemented fully, but at least the base process of it. So like, how do we spawn the splines automatically? How do we make the intersections and place those? It'll be a little more manual first, and then it'll probably go into the more automated system. So I think that's going to be the plan. But I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Get some rest, get some sleep. Enjoy yourselves. Party responsibly. And I'll see y'all on Monday. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.